and Northwestern as we come down the stretch in conference play. The winner of today will take an important series. Northwestern, the top team in the conference. Purdue fighting for standings in the Big Ten tournament. Alex Brophy and Charlie Schmidgall here with you today. Now, Charlie, before we look at today, also was walked in one of her plate appearances.
Candace Robinson has been very good.
She smacks that one back at the warning track, and it's automatically going to be a leadoff double for the Wildcats. What a great way to start after yesterday's one-run loss. 36 games she's played. 6 of the 9 hitters for Northwestern have started all 37 games. That's a fair ball down the right field line. It's going to be at least 2 for Nader, and it'll score 1. 2 batters, 2 pitches, 1 run.
Wow, what an impressive display. And if you're able to get another hit, you're going to be in her head early.
46 runs, 33 of them earned, given up by Klochek this season. A swing and a miss, a strikeout after a poor start from Klochek. He was a little bit frustrated with the balls and strikes calls yesterday. That one will pop right into the glove of Mariah Poehler and keep the runner at second. 2 outs here in the top of the first, 1-0 Northwestern.
17,
after giving out back-to-back doubles on your first couple pitches, that one looked pretty good.
Still a 2-out situation. Full count for Klochek. She puts a slapper up into right. Chloe Banks will haul it in, and the damage is done at 1-0. Well, Klochek off to a rough. They cut off the walk-off music yet. Walk music. A ground ball to short. First pitch, first out for the Northwestern defense.
That was a really nice defensive play. I have not liked that tight zone when they were pitching. It has remained consistent to this point, a couple close ones going the way of Purdue.
Ball 4. Campbell will take a base, and Purdue's got that tying run aboard. Swing and a miss for Poehler. She will strike out for the 31st time this season, and Cunningham's up to 50.
But finds a way to have some timely hitting.
She'll ground that over to third. Throw coming in from across the field, and they get that out number 3. A quick inning. Purdue put one on with a walk, but didn't advance for Purdue in a 2-1 win yesterday. That one pops straight into the air. Donahue, who was the big player on Friday, will go 0 for 1 to start out as she flies out. First batter retired here in the second.
And
she'll swing, put bat to ball, and Ashlyn Campbell will haul it in. A long trip from second base, but she puts out number 2 on the board here in the top of the second.
And that's what having a premium defender at that position can offer you. That a lot of
softball. Swing and a miss. She got her swinging. 2 strikeouts for Klochek.
If she gets on, she has speed.
Grounder, it's fair. Down the left field line. Bailey's going to come in for a knock. She'll stay at first, but that's a hit for Purdue. Head to second. And a bunt laid down fair. Turn and throw from Ray. The runner is safe. Back-to-back hits for the Boilers, and now the go-ahead runs. She'll ground that one, squeak it over to second. They'll tag up, try to turn 2, but the runner is safe. So a fielder's choice puts 1 out on the board, but Bailey moves to third, and Jones. That ball in the dirt. The catcher, Ray, will haul it up, and Bailey won't move, but Jones goes to second.
Good work by Jones, good read, little dirt ball read, move over.
Bags this year for Tyrena Jones, 6 of 7 now. Swing and a miss from McFadden. She'll strike out for the 15th time this season.
Sure, on Northwestern at minimum puts it in play.
That one is smack dropping into right center. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. A 2 RBI double. Oh, she's heading to third. She's sliding in. She's out. A failed attempt for 3, but the Boilers get on the board. They grab the lead 2-1 as their crowd is getting into it after Purdue scores 2 runs thanks to a 2 RBI. What would have been a double. Thought it was a triple, but Jordan Ramos got a little bit too antsy there. Got caught trying to take third, but the runs went across. Runs have come in the first 2 innings here today. That one's going to be popped into the air, falling into center field, hauled in by Dillon, who was pulled out for the pinch hitter Ramos, who drove in those 2 runs. She'll pop it high. Doesn't have the distance. It'll fall into the glove of Dillon. She's 2 for 2 with outs in this inning.
And
she'll ground that one. Campbell will scoop it, dish it over to first. And a quick 1-2-3
We're Wildcats in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left.
Keep it rolling on defense. Boy, it is. A smack grounder fair down the right field line. Chloe Banks leading off at the top of the lineup with a double of her own.
Chloe Banks says, enough of that small talk about the weather, Alex. Let's get right to it. Hits away. Ashlyn Campbell did work that walk last time up.
She'll chop that to Cunningham, flipped over to first, and that's out number 1. But it does push Banks to third. Another runner.
Got a sub 2.5 ERA.
That one's grounded to second. They'll make the play over to first, and they'll push a run across. Chloe Banks will score her 33rd run of the season, and Purdue has a 2-run lead.
Kansas Robinson
Jones. That ball is fair, whether she meant to do it or not, but it does reach first in time. So that one popped straight into the air. A play to be made. It looks like it's going to be McFadden who comes in to haul it in from first base. Out number 1.
Good job by McFadden there.
A line drive, dropping into left center. A base knock for Katie. Her 25th hit of the season. She's 1 for 2.
Really nice job. Just drives that ball, uses the back foot kind of.
Really has been the advantage of opportunity here for Purdue, as that one is flied into center field. It's going to be Dillon who hauls it in for out number 2. Runner stays at first, but like I was saying, it's been the opportune hitting. Like we talked about a little bit ago, Triever mixed with a wiener dog. I didn't know that was possible. That ball popped up. It's going to fall under Jones at short, and that's out number 3. No runs will score. Northwestern held scoreless in the last 3 consecutive innings. Meanwhile, Purdue is
fair amount of strikeouts for as well.
That's a grounder to second. Bailey trying to outrun the throw. Won't do it. First pitch, first out here in the bottom of the 4th. And now things are going to start to feel a little play. I believe they're right behind Alabama at 2.14. That one's going to be popped into the air. Will fall into shallow center field and be hauled in. Coming from Lindsay. That one is smacked. It's going to fall into left field. Play is made by the defense, and now it's out number 3. Well, that's the first scoreless inning for Purdue since we started off in the first. That one grounded. Jones will pop it up over to first base. Out number 1. Popped up. Gonna go foul, but a chance for a play. Ashlyn Campbell, that's a big play to get through that tough at bat from Klochik and come up with an out number 2.
Ashlyn Campbell.
Success, and they're looking for a program-changing win here today, as they could potentially take a series over the top team in the conference. That one is skied out to left field, hauled in at the warning track, and a 1-2-3 for Klochik. 3 that we saw at the start of the game. That one is grounded. It's going to stay fair. Miller will pick it up, throw over to first, and they get her out. She'll ground that one. It'll find its way to third. Long throw, extended catch, and that's a punch out. Wind blowing right. That one is fair, but it goes right to first. They step on and get out of the inning. Well, Ashley Miller, got a feeling she's going to make it hard for this Purdue offense from here on out. Purdue has been spend a lot of time in the hotel in between the games. That one skied into the air. Gonna fall down at short. Tyrena Jones puts up out number 1 here in the.
You need to make sure you get the most out of them here in the 6th.
2 for 7 at the top of the order. Runner is safe. Make it 3 for 8. Second on this Northwestern team with 8 home runs. Runner going to second. They'll pop in. Jones loses the ball. And that's a stolen bag for Nader. That is her.
And you don't fully get the ball in your hand. She had them by several feet, but good effort to go in there by Nader. That's a risky play, but you know what? I like it. Moves it into scoring.
That one hit high, hit hard, going back on the right side, and we're tied. Take that plate. 9 home runs for Zedak.
And it's exactly what we talked about, Alex. When you have that runner on, that makes such a difference. Instead of being a 1-run game, now a tie ball game. Excellent power to take it. A little Oppo Taco action there, going out to right, and that one was blasted. Now for Purdue, you're in a tight situation because you're facing a pitcher you. Now I know.
Don't you know all the best people are? Just kidding. A little line drive dropping into left field. That'll be a single for Katie, her 26th hit of the season, and now Northwestern has found that offense. That one hit high. It does not have the distance, so Polar will haul it in, keep that runner at first, and now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, and that was one of them.
Matters this year. And that's ball 4. Donahue takes a free base for the 29th time this season. Big Ten regular season champions trying to go for the three-peat, and a win here in Purdue would certainly help. That one grounded hard, flipped over to second. They get the runner. So Northwestern ties it up with a big play from Z. That was when they're gonna say she's gone looking. So a strikeout for Miller, her first of the day. And it seems like the tables have turned. She puts it down, and that's a walk.
I did mention she had 31 strikeouts, but she also has 21 walks.
She swung and missed. Out number 2, and Hayes will strike out for the 12th time today. And now Miller's. I'm a big fan of all black uniforms. Swing and a miss. Runner going to second, and they're gonna. It's safe.
And I do believe that's the right call. The throw beat her, but the tag wasn't there. She slid to the outside from second.
Swing and a miss. She got her. That's 3 punch-outs for Ashley Miller. Northwestern keeps it tied, has held Purdue scoreless for the last.
Nothing down the middle.
Swing and a miss. Got her swinging. Julia Gossett with her first punch out of the day. Now she's got 60 on the season. Bunt in front of home plate. Home plate umpire Todd Davis held it up. And the pause theme. Little grounder swooped up by Jones. And Purdue gets a chance to walk it off. They hold Northwestern scoreless. Holds up, got her looking. Ashley Miller with. That's a free base coming for Jones. 2 walks for Miller. Now one is chopped, it's bobbled, and they tag the first base. So Jones goes to second. And now down to their final out. Purdue look 2 outs. That one lined into left field, drops into the glove of the outfielder. Well, no curtain call on this Sunday matinee, but we will have an encore. We move to the 8th. Nader, 2 for 3. That one popped right up. Gonna be hauled in by Chloe Banks, out number 1 here in the A, so she's 2 for 4 with a double and a single pair of RBI. She diving bowler, but she slipped it out the glove. Hit here. This is the first extra inning game they've played this season. As that one is lined into left, Polar will come under it for out number 2. There have been lots of mercy rule games for Northwestern. Have played swing and a miss. Gossett strikes out her second and pushes Purdue. She smacks that to short. Play over to first is made in time. I think you would have rather taken the ball there.
Maybe so, but you just don't want to leave it up to chance on a
plate appearance. Miller has walked a pair today. Little blooper, gonna drop in fair. Little bloop single for Ashlyn Campbell, her first hit of the day and 40th of the season. Triple yesterday. She'll ground that to second. They'll flip it to second base and get the tag, so Polar will reach on a fielder's choice, but now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
And you had Polar steal a base last inning.
That ball is hit, and it's fair. Throw from Miller to first will end the inning, so they'll strand 1 in the field. That's the 4th runner left on for Purdue, and we're gonna play 9. Ducks.
Not quite, not quite. It wouldn't be the first choice of color combo.
Donahue will get walked, 2nd walk of the day.
We got to be excited for UCLA coming next year. And I'm like, how do you know about UCLA? And he's like, oh, Tom Brady's niece. You know, like that's, all right.
Believe they're gonna say
it's not ideal for Purdue.
That is laid up and hauled in by Jones, or Scarmardo, I should say, coming in from 3rd. Throw to second keeps the runner there. So now 1 out with 2 on. 6-9 with runners in scoring position. That one is going to be lined over the head of Campbell. It drops in. That's going to push 1 in. And Northwestern with the lead. Donahue scores her 29th run of the season. And an RBI run driven in.
And that's just really nice contact. Good ability to get it to drop down into the outfield grass. And that's big time right there, as you're going to see a quick.
Coming in as a pinch runner. That one grounded. Jones bobbles it, loses it, and now another run scores. Minarovic with her 15th run of the season off what could be
you just had to have it if you're Purdue. And again, hits have been such a premium for this group, and that's one that is absolutely, you should have had a play on. The run was going to score either way, but you could have at least gotten the out.
Still only 1 out. Now the Boilermakers digging a deeper hole. No throw is going to come, and that runner, Robinson, will go to second.
If they wanted to play 9, they would have done baseball.
That one blooped over the head of Campbell. That's going to score 2. Coming all the way from second is Robinson. So make it a 7-3 lead for Northwestern, and Maddie Ellish is off.
On. The only thing you want to do is just get the out here however you can.
Zedak with a line drive into center field, hauled in. That's out number 3, but the damage is done. 4 runs in the top of the nothing. Boilermakers stole a game on Saturday, 2-1 as Bailey takes a walk. That's the 3rd for Miller here in this ball game, and now it looks like the Wildcats have broken this thing open to take another multi-run win. That one goes right down the middle, and Miller gets her 5th punch out of the day. That time it's looking. That ball gets away. Bailey gonna move to second, and it was ball 4, so there's no urgency as Jones takes first. Make something happen if they want to keep their hopes alive. Northwestern hopes they don't. And that's a little line drive to Donahue. pretty miraculous. We'll see. Here's the pitch, 2-2. Swing and a miss. 6 strikeouts for Ashley Miller. It's been that kind of weekend for one of the best pitchers in the nation, not just the Big Ten. Northwestern outscores the Boilermakers 17-5 this weekend. They take 2 out of 3 and keep their series streak alive.
Yeah, and this is just a great pitch. The off speed is lethal. And you see it finish off the Boilermakers there after playing 9 innings. But, I mean, I think it can definitively be said, Northwestern